William. This had, of course, blinded him in that eye, but apart from that, had given Simon no trouble, until now.
"When did it happen?" asked Septimus. "Been coming on for some time, I think," Simon said. "It's been feeling very scratchy, like there was grit in it or something."
"And the colour changed too," Lucy chimed in. "It used to be so bright, such a brilliant blue, with a little streak of gold in it. But for a few weeks now I've thought it was getting duller, and then last night I thought it looked quite grey. But this morning it was—"
Her voice trailed off and she put her hand over her mouth to stifle a sob.
"Could I take a look?" Septimus asked Simon. "Just so I know what we're dealing with?" "Yeah, I warn you, it's not a pretty sight," Simon said.
Gingerly, Simon took his hand away from his eye and opened it. Septimus leaned over and was shocked to see a damp clump of grey dust filling the eye socket. He had never thought of Simon as blind in one eye before, for the lapis had had a sparkle to it and had suited him. But the greyish-white dust looked dead and blank. Septimus straightened up and tried to think of something positive to say.
"It looks like it's still in one piece. I don't think it's going to fall out." "Doesn't feel that way," Simon said.
Suddenly Lucy burst out with,
"But why? Why has it done that? Don't you have any idea, Septimus?"
Septimus shook his head.
"I suppose the magic that transformed the living eye to lapis has faded."
He shook his head.
"But it is very odd. The lapis seemed so stable."
"Can't you put the magic back somehow?" Lucy asked. "Make it turn to lapis again?"
Septimus was not at all sure that he could, but he didn't want to upset Lucy any more than she was already.
"I'll do my best to try, Lucy," he said. "I'll go straight to the library and look it up. I'll ask Marcia, too. I'll do everything I can, I promise." "Thanks, little bro,"
Simon said. He put his hand firmly over his eye once again and leaned back on the pillows. Lucy showed them out.
"Promise you won't tell anyone," she said.
"You know how gossip gets around, and I don't want William to hear it. I don't want him scared." She lowered her voice. "Simon thinks that it's going to spread, because it was only the iris that was lapis, but now his whole eye is dust. He's afraid his brain will be next."
"No," Septimus was shocked. "That won't happen, surely. It's just the eye, that's all."
Lucy shook her head. "I don't know, Septimus," she said. "I think Simon might be right, and I can't bear—" A sudden thud from the attic made Lucy stop mid-sentence. "That's William," she said. "I must stop him running in to bounce on our bed. And, oh gosh, he'll be late for school if I don't hurry." Tod and Septimus walked back to the wizard tower. "Did Simon's eye look bad?" Tod asked.
"It did," Septimus admitted. "It looks horrible."
"Do you think you can find some magic to turn it back to lapis?" Tod asked. Septimus shook his head.
"I shall turn the library upside down to look," he said. "But what happened to Simon's eye is some kind of ancient earth magic, and very little is written about such things."
Tod was silent for a while. As they walked beneath the great arch into the wizard tower courtyard, she said, "So, could it spread into Simon's head?"
Septimus sighed. "Maybe if I understood what has caused this, I would know the answer. But right now I don't."
"So we have to find out,"
Tod said.
"Yes, we do,"
Septimus agreed. But he did not sound very hopeful. Groundwork. Some miles away in the depths of the forest, Marisa was stepping out of what looked like a small ramshackle hut built of logs and festooned with twigs. No stranger to the forest, Marisa then made her way confidently through an avenue of immensely tall trees and set off along the dark and narrow forest paths. She walked alone, but her plans for the future kept her company, whirling around her head, growing ever wilder and more exciting. Marisa longed to take the first step with her plans and engender a bodyguard Kran, but before she did that, there was something she had to fix. Before Marisa had left the forest for the Red City, she had asked a select band of the younger witches